Hi and welcome back. Quite a few people have asked me to do a demonstration of how I paint boats. So here's a simple boat moored to a post. Boats don't have to be difficult. They can be just split into their very simple component shapes. We've got the hull, the cabin, the mast. These are the brushes I'll be using. There's some flats, a rigger and a small squirrel mop. Excuse me. Oh, and the most important component of all, very strong coffee. In an enamel mug, of course. Right, I'm sorry I didn't show a longer shot of the sketch, but if you pause it at about 44 seconds, you'll be able to copy the sketch of the boat. Right, taking the 3/4 inch flat with some Paynes grey, just sweeping along carefully, filling in the shape of the hull. Basically get some shading in. I think I'll put a little bit of burnt sienna into it as well, just for a little bit of variety, but keeping that shape quite simple. You can fiddle about with it, just make sure you've got your shape fairly right. It doesn't have to be too accurate. And then I'm going to move on to the sort of cabin area, the sort of inside. Now, this is where it seems like it's quite difficult because there's a lot of detail, but in actual fact you just have to hint at it. I'm using a 1/2 inch flat, I think this one is, just to hint at some details, some windows, a little roof, nothing too much, just little lines and things. The viewer's imagination will just imagine what it is because of where it is on top of the hull. So don't get too bogged down about the detail there. This is a loose painting. Alright, just darken things up a bit. Just fiddle about really while the paint's still wet, just getting it to where you like it. Now using this nice 3/4 inch flat, following the straight line of the mast. It's as easy as that to create a mast. You can just slightly thicken it towards the bottom if you want to. Let's have a little flag now. A little bit of burnt sienna for a flag. At the top, a pennant. Because this is a nice easy boat, I'm not going to be drawing in the sails. This is a boat that's moored up maybe at a harbour, at a riverbank. So it's put its sail away. We've just got a nice plain mast. It makes life a lot easier. Just put a little line across the top there. Just a little bit of something and nothing in the mast, just to break up that line a little bit. And now comes, as Bob Ross would say, your bravery test. Nice fine rigger. Practice some sweeps first, and then just go for it. Just make sure you haven't got too much paint on the brush. You don't want much, but you do want enough. And just be bold and be brave, otherwise your lines will look wobbly. I mean, it doesn't matter if they look a little bit sketchy and a bit wobbly, but the faster you do those lines for the rigging, the better they'll look. Right, there we are, just using a large flat, just to very simply using the edge just to put in a post, then using the rigger just to show the mooring rope, and we're virtually done. And it's up to you, what situation you want your boat to be in. Just going to use the large flat as I've got it at the moment, just to sweep across some colour, any old colour, for the water. And attempt some reflections, which sometimes tricky, but it's just a matter really of trying to see if you can just pull some paint down in the appropriate place vertically, and just hope for the best really. well, that's it. That's the boat just about finished, really. As you can see, it's not too difficult, just needs a little bit of practice. Practice with the flat brushes to make sure you can control them for doing the shapes of the hull, etc. And being brave enough to do the rigging, and that's it. You know, this sort of boat is useful for all sorts of scenes, for a sea scene, river scene. Just take out the mooring post and it'll be in motion. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you'll give this a go. And please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Take care then. Bye.